Check one, check one, check two. Check one, check one, check two. Can you hear me? What you gonna do? I'm the MC. Woo! Can you hear me now? AFC always. Can you hear me now? AFC always. I'm gonna have to start that waffle again, and we're probably gonna overrun the 10 minutes today. So, back to the results. Back to the results of last night's Champions League. We can see. Okay, you can hear me now loud and clear. Wicked. This is what I'm saying, man. AFC always saves the day, man. Big up to AFC always, every time. Big up to you, my bro. As I was saying, man, there's some dead games in the championship yesterday, or the Champions League, I should say, and there were some decent games. But let's just focus on the games that we saw yesterday. So, starting with Dortmund again, as I was speaking, Dortmund drew with Sporting 0-0. That was a dead game. I covered that on a watch along. Absolute boring. Dortmund had their chances. Couple of offside goals. Garassi missed a penalty. And apart from that, dead game, boring game. Sorry, not much more to say about that. In terms of PSG versus Brest, PSG, yeah. I don't care if Brest are like a championship team or whatever they are and wherever league they are. They got smacked up, man. Seriously, bro. They got upside your head. Oops, upside your head, bro. The way they got dealt with. 7-0, man, in the Champions League. That's madness, bro. That should be a sacking. Ain't no one should be getting smacked up 7-0 in the Champions League. I don't care who you are. On aggregate, PSG won that 10-0. So don't sleep on PSG, people. Do not sleep on PSG. Yeah. The next game. Who would have thought? Juve. Big Italian Juve, yeah, Champions League heritage, going out of the Champions League knockout round playoff stages, smacked up by PSV 4-3 on aggregate, and they could be one of the teams Arsenal meet in the next round. Next, we move on to possibly the biggest game of the knockout stages, and that was between Real Madrid versus Man City. Man, that was a good game last night, and I covered that game in my watch along, people. Make sure you guys go and head onto my YouTube channel as well. On TikTok, all you have to do is click on the YouTube link in my profile and go and sub to me right now. Yeah? You're joining my streams, you're watching my streams, but you're not subbing and you're not liking. Make it happen today, people, yeah? Make it happen today. None of this, I'm watching and I'm not doing nothing. Do some actions. Go and sub to my YouTube because it needs some love. And you can sub to my TikTok as well, yeah? All of this, I want my profile to look good because you know what, yeah? I don't want to be subbing to anyone. It's bullshit. Get on it. Let's network. Let's sub to each other, and that's it. I don't care how many people I'm following. I will follow you right back. It doesn't matter. I don't do all of that. My account doesn't look aesthetic. Bullshit. I don't do none of that. But anyway, on to the football again. Obviously, Kylian Mbappe. 3 beautiful goals. The first goal that he scored was a chip, a lob over Ederson. The type of goal I would have been proud of as a youngster. Chips it over the goalkeeper like Marmoush did against Newcastle last week. Beautiful finish. 1-0. Mbappe. I heard people saying this Mbappe was finished. This is the thing about these YouTube fans and these guys that don't really watch football, don't appreciate football. You can never call, a class player finished. Yeah. He's class. Yeah, he still is class. And people that talk crap on his name. You're an embarrassment, man. But anyway, I've got to keep it to 10 minutes, but we're going to run over today. We're going to run over today. Anyway, let's move on. Moving on to so Mbappe obviously scored, two other good goals as well after that, sending Man City out of the Champions League. And do you know what, City fans? Yeah, you can criticise your manager. It's not gonna hurt, You can criticise. You can criticise your manager. He got it wrong. Gundogan washed. I love Gundogan, but he's washed now. Guy's on 230k a week. He's finished. He's finished at the top level. Yeah, great player, but I think it was a mistake to bring him back to Etihad. Yeah, some of the new boys you've got as well, they've not acclimatized properly to the team yet. I know you did get a goal. Gonzalez got a goal. Good free kick by Marmoush that hit the crossbar, underside of the crossbar, came off the goalkeeper, and Gonzalez, tapped it in. But yeah, obviously Haaland didn't play. I think he was suffering from a knock, or maybe they're keeping him fresh for the Liverpool game. City, you need to do something for my team on Sunday. You need to make it happen, people. But anyway, let's talk about the Premier League quickly. Then I'm going to talk about my other team, Gala. Yeah. So my first team's behind me. Pause. You can see. Let me just go like that. That is my bona fide team. But when it comes to my Turkish team, none over then. Gala. Anyway, let me just talk about the Villa versus Liverpool game last night. I didn't want to cover this game last night because I just thought to myself, Villa are going to get smacked up. And when I saw Liverpool scores 1-0, I was like, here we go. Game over. Then I saw 1-1, and I was like, come on, Watkins. Come on, Villa. And then I'm looking back at the score, and I'm seeing 2-1 now, and I think, hold on, Villa. But I was like, in the back of my head, this ain't happening. And it's always when there's two things that happen to me usually. Two things that happen to me, and that used to happen to me. But this one thing always happens to me now. When I used to put the radio on in the car, if I'm driving, I might be listening to Talk Sport or somewhere like that. There's always a goal that's being scored. And I'm talking about if I listen to Arsenal in the car, they're always scoring against us. So I might go into the car now, I've been watching it and I have to go out maybe to get something. And Arsenal have conceded, and they were up 5-0 and it's now 5. Always happens to me, so I don't listen to no Talk Sport in the car no more. I hate it, bro. So Liverpool equalised, brought it back to 2-2, and then I thought, here we go, yeah. Mo Salah, 23 goals, Premier League, 14 assists. Bad man. That's all I'm going to say about that, yeah. He is taking this Premier League by storm this season, yeah. He's even the chat's starting to come up now. He's even showing Haaland levels this season. Do you know what I mean? He's showing Haaland some levels this season, people. Which is I hate this thing, man. It's so annoying. Which is something. So I'm trying to multitask at the moment. Trying to move up this window thing because it's just getting on my nerves. Let me just move myself up there. Just have the chat here. Yeah, man. So he's just showing Haaland some levels right now. And yeah, fair play to him, man. But yeah, man. Let's talk about the Joker. Let's talk about the Joker at Liverpool. Who's worse, Darwin Núñez or Kai Havertz? Someone needs to let me know in the chat. Who's the worst finisher out of those two? Cause somebody smell like shit. Did anyone see that Núñez miss? Open goal. All he has to do is finesse it into the goal. What does he do? He bangs it over the crossbar. That would have been 3-2. Game over. Season finito. The guy bangs it over. Oh my! I don't know who's worse. Whether Darwin with pace is worse or whether Havertz is worse, I don't know. And as big up to AFC always, and big up to Into the Box in the building. He says both as bad as each other. Yeah, they are both like horrid players. Sorry, people, man. I've got to play with this stupidness, man. Hold on, let me see if I can make this smaller. But yeah, let's just make this small. Put me in the corner there so I can see the chat. I do like seeing my chat because you guys are the main people, man, that I like to see. Big up to Into the Box though, man. Into the Box, my guy. Make sure you go and sub to him, my brother. Into the Box. Right, who was I going to talk about next? So yeah, that was a result. That ended up a result. That ended up to 2-2. Is it a good result for Arsenal? Yes and no. It's only a good result if we go in and beat the Hammers on Saturday, which I don't think is a given, by the way. I don't care how shit they've been. It's still a local derby. It's still a difficult game. Remember, we still don't have a striker as well. We're not Barcelona as much as people want to think we are. We're not Barcelona. Yes, we score goals, but you know it's going to be a difficult task. So yeah, it's like that, and it's like this is like that, yeah. It's like this is like that, yeah. So what next? Yeah, let's talk about the Arsenal game quickly, and then I'll talk about the Galatasaray game on tonight against AZ Alkmaar. So Arsenal versus West Ham. I'm probably gonna do a preview, hopefully, if I get the time, man. Because boy, at the moment it's just mad. At the moment, mad busy at the moment. Arsenal versus West Ham. As much as this hurts to say this, I still think we start with the same team on Saturday. I know it sounds totally mad, and I don't want Sterling to play, but we don't have no one else on the left right now. And as much as I asked the question about Mourinho starting, I don't think he should start. I don't think Mourinho has the instincts like a striker, like a Kai Havertz. Yeah, his movement. You know, one thing about Kai Havertz is his movement. He has excellent movement. He's just not a finisher, but he knows where to move. Yeah, he knows, you know, the right spots to be, take up the rights. Mourinho for me, he's too sluggish. He's too big. He's not someone that's gonna be able to. If we're on the halfway line, he's not someone that's gonna be able to get away from his man. I don't think he would be anyway. I don't think he'd be suitable to start on Saturday. I know we're at home. Maybe coming on for the last 5-10 minutes of the game when the game's opened up and players are tiring and stuff. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if I would personally want to start him. And I'm not saying that to like go back on anything, because I did ask the question: should he start? You know, Raya could have started the other day, up top and scored 2 goals. Would we start him up? Would we start him on the pitch the next game? I mean, would we start him up top? So West Ham's defence isn't all that. Personally, I don't think they're that great either. So I'm probably gonna start with the same team. I don't know who can play. Do you know what? If I can play, this is what I would do. This is my personal thing. What I would do, I would have Skelly and Calafiori. One of them playing left back, one of them playing on the left. I wouldn't have Sterling start. I have Trossard in the middle, and I have Waneri on the other side. That's how I would do it. If anything, I put Skelly on that left. Yeah, just so Sterling doesn't start. That's how I would play, and the same team as normal, as per normal. Because I don't think, I suppose the only threat that going forwards on that right hand side will be Bowen, because he's a good player. But anyway, people, man, I'm well going over my 10-minute waffle time. We'll catch up and we'll talk about that. But make sure tonight, live watch along, Galatasaray versus AK Alkmaar. Let's talk about Galatasaray quickly before I wrap up the show. Galatasaray got smoked in Netherlands last week. Yeah, they got put in a spliff. Yeah, I don't even know what they smoke these days, but that shit was strong. Yeah, because they got smoked. Yeah, smoked up. Obviously, we're back in Turkey now, back in Istanbul. Osimhen's hopefully going to be back for this game. Oh yeah, Morata got sent off in that game, innit? Morata got a straight red card, I think, in that game, so he will not be available. He will not be available for that game. So they got a mountain to climb, man, and I don't think they're gonna win. But I think they will give it a go. AZ Alkmaar, whatever you call them. They've got a few ballers in their team as well. They've got a few ballers, a couple of Danish kids in their team that are quite good. So we'll have to look out for them also as well, on how, on the counter attack as well, because they were quite good as well. But people, yeah, man, I'm going to be doing a watch along on YouTube at 5:30 today, so make sure you tune into that. It should be all good and that. Make sure you're subbing to me on YouTube. Make sure you're following me on TikTok, yeah, people, yeah, and all other platforms, yeah. And yeah, that was it. I think that's it for today. But yeah, come on Galatasaray tonight. Come on Arsenal on the weekend. And there's going to be a live draw tomorrow, I think, for the next round of the Champions League. Arsenal can draw either PSV or PSV or Feyenoord, or one of them teams there. It's gonna be crazy anyway. So we will see who we draw, people. But big up to my peoples always. AFC always into the box. Godfrey, big up yourself, my brother. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and catch me at 5:30, man, on my YouTube channel as per usual, as we do some more football watch alongs.